Welcome back, everyone, to another Saturday evening live stream. This is a special edition. We are launching two new things, and Susan is here so the party can get started. But before we get going, let's see who else is here early and on time. Pugwash, still awake. Well, he was when you wrote that 15 minutes ago. Are you still awake? Lobo1G is here. Greg Ulray is here. Welcome back, guys. Mikey Doucette is here. Wim is here, but he's heading to bed. He's already seen all this. Let's see. Matthew Roth is here. Nicolas is still here and awake. We're going to show you what Nicolas has been up to. Let's see. Ken Beard is here. Matthew Wolter is here. David Long, aka Shorty, is here. And of course, Susan is here, so we can get started. Donald William is here. Let's see. That's weird. I just got an ad over here on one of my monitors. Not what it's supposed to do. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Herbert Harris is also here. So Donald William is Lone Wolf and Herbert Harris is Freight Train. Darren Radcliffe is here. Welcome. Okay, Wim is off to bed. Good night, Wim. Thanks for joining us earlier and now. Okay, so I'm going to do some shout outs first and then we'll get on with it. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, who was in the Discord with me to read your chat. Are you able to talk yet, Lurch?
It's still cooking in the microwave, but it's just getting done now. So
Okay.
I can say hi, but
that was all I needed to hear. Let's see. Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February 2023. Bill Welburn, Nicolas TripplExN, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for April 2025. Captain Minnesota, Trucker Kitty, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, Big Al 2424, top ATS driver for March 2025, and our top ATS driver for all of 2023. Tasmified, Johnny Hansen, Lobo1G, our top Euro truck driver for July 2025. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April 2024. Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October 2024. Wim 55, our top ATS driver for March 2024. Carlin, Taurus Have Ice Bear, our top Euro truck driver for August 2023. FTG Mike B, David Long, aka Shorty, our top Euro truck driver for September 2024. And Wiz Nation, our top ATS driver for July 2025. That is the flatbedders. We'll get to the reefer haulers shortly. I want to start by showing off new truck skins. And this is even like this. I had the preview version on my truck earlier during the members live stream. Now I have the version that is currently available to everyone in the VTC who is gotten through their probationary period. So one of the things that not one of the things, but the thing that Nicolas updated on this one is that he added the black, oops, didn't mean to do that, the black bottom here on the backside, which he had forgotten to do before. So, by the way, Nicolas, when I went in and applied the updated skin, I did lose my engine sound. And again, I think that's a Zeemods issue. So, I'll come back to that in a second. So, also the trailer This is a reefer trailer, but basically the box trailers and well, most of the trailers, if they've got a surface like this, they've got the new skin applied. And you can change the color everywhere that's blue. The big bits of blue, that's all customizable. So if you're in the VTC and crew level or above, meaning you've gotten through your probationary period, you will have access to these for ATS. Oh, and Euro Truck. We haven't done this for Euro Truck yet. Let's see. Hey, Adam, welcome. Let's see. Thank you, Mikey. Okay. Oh, okay. So there, basically, if you already had the custom truck and trailer skins for the VTC installed for your game, you just have to make sure that the mod gets updated, and then voila, it will apply. Now, if you have a custom skin, a personal custom skin created by Tricker King or Nicolas, it won't change that. So it's still going to be whatever you had made before. So some people have, several people actually, have a personal custom skin, and that will not change. So let me show you a little bit about this in case you didn't watch the original preview. So one thing to notice or to mention, and I think this is a Zeemods issue, when I went in and changed my skins, and even when I went in and just changed the color of the lettering on my tires, I no longer had engine sound. Don't know why. Anyhow, here is how this works. So everything that is the blue, it can be changed. And actually, yeah, so I'll show you that. So if you have access to the generic skins, then this is what you'll see, and you can change the color. That's just a goofy color I set up because it's goofy. A little more purplish magenta. I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to, well, I think I'll save it here. There we go. I'll use it on the trailer too. So you can see everything that's pink can be changed. All the black stays. So that's the new design. It'll be consistent. People who get a custom truck or trailer skin will have the option to have this applied on their new one. I've decided to go with a slightly lighter color or lighter shade of blue because my original blue that I've been using just doesn't have enough contrast to suit me. I don't know if I'm married to this particular shade of blue or not, but it's got more of a contrast. Do you think this should be my new color? Or that? Pilot, I am running the 3406, I think. Let's just double check. Yep, 3406E6TS. So that's the problem then, is the engine, not that particular engine. I thought he got that fixed because I've got like version 104 or whatever it is, or I'm up to. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, not doing the pink one. So same thing with the trailer. Okay, well, I guess that's the answer then. So whether it's this particular trailer or the non-reefer version of it, you can change that background color. So we have the URL for the our community website, which is still under development. Also have it on the back. Yeah, I'm not doing that pink. You know what this reminds me of, though, Nicholas, I was going to mention, is when you look at it a certain way, this now looks like one of the grain trailers, except it's too tall, but it's just the illusion because of the black here and down below. Fix it so the reefer cooler can be colored. Well, there is that's the thistles, I think. No. We can do that. Hey, Willie, I'm not really interested in that, though. I like it's just doing that. Because this is a separate component that mounts onto the front of the reefer trailer. But that's just me. I used to haul reefers, so like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep any changes. Oh, let's see what it looks like on the tires. Just for fun. Still not doing it. All right, so if you if you're in the VTC and you've already got access to the skins, the custom skin mods, the company skin mods, and the company trailer mods, next time you fire up your game, it should look like, well, like that, actually with the darker blue, and then you just change the blue to whatever you want. Okay, so before we do the next thing, well, actually, I got to do the next thing. I need to go over to that truck stop over yonder. Find a place to park. I don't really need fuel. And then we're going to talk about the All States Challenge next. Let me know if you have any questions about the new skins. We only have it for ATS currently. Nicholas has been working on this for quite a while. Actually, I should show you something else. During the countdown, I played a slideshow of the various trucks and trailers. So he's got this built for pretty much everything in American Truck Simulator, which is why it took so long, because he's also, of course, got his day job of driving around the exploring Nordic horizons in real life. That's where he trucks at. Okay, so let's go into the Truck Explorer. And we will just start selecting different trucks. There's the old T680. Pink. Here's a Cascadia. What else we got? We got the International 9900. I. What else we got? Willie, do you miss him? I have no idea what might be the issue there. I'm just using this pink as a really high contrast color. Oh, Nelson Salazar, welcome to the adventure. Thanks for scaring the bejesus out of me. And this, of course, is the new T680. Still kind of looks good. Pink. What else we got? Mac Anthem. I don't want to go through all these. Just to give you an idea of what's available. Nicolas has been hard at work on this. And for those of you who are so inclined, there is a link in the description below to tip Nicolas for all of his hard work. Excuse me while I get that spot again. Let's back out of this and let's go to the Trailer Explorer and see what we can see. I don't think this one has got it now. One. So this one does, I think. Yep. Oh, look at that. So we got. It won't be the flatbed or this. Well, I've already showed you this. How about that? Oh, there we go. Nice. So lots of options. What about this one? Cargo preview. Yeah, there we go. What's this? Oh, won't have it for that. There is for the flatbed? Oh, that's not. I suppose with this you can select the mud flaps. Yeah. Okay. If you apply the sliding tarp, I don't see anything on here. Doesn't even change the color. Maybe something's broken. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Oh. Hey, Willie. Thanks for the coffee. Oh, the drop deck I meant. The one, that one has only the 48-foot one. There we go. Okay. Drop deck with sliding tarp. Hey, we have two. What's up with that? Oops. Yeah. Little issues here and there. Overall, fantastic work. Bill Welburn, welcome to the stream. Praise Wolf is here. We have a long weekend. I'm working. Okay, so enough of that. Let's move on to the next topic. By the way, where am I? It's 4 p.m. I do have to sleep still. I am in Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. And that's where I ended up after doing the first leg of the All States Challenge, where we started in Las Vegas. That's where we're headquartered at, and we have to take a load to Nebraska. We get back into my truck. By the way, I don't need that drop axle down. And it's raining. Nice. Well, I'm not going to do anything about that at the moment because I am going to talk about the challenge, All States Challenge, which was launched today, and we already have people running loads for the All States Challenge. So the ATS All States Challenge for 2025. The rules are the challenge has begun and will end at midnight Central European Time, November 30th. Deliver a load to each state in the list while racking up as many rail miles as possible. That's the primary goal. Start in Las Vegas and take a load to the next state in the list and continue in sequence, ultimately ending back in Las Vegas. If you can't find a load from New Mexico directly to Las Vegas, you can take a load to another city in Nevada and then find a final load to Las Vegas. So we start in Vegas and then we go in sequence. Nebraska, Montana. This is reverse alphabetical order. Nebraska, Montana, Missouri, Louisiana, if it releases in time. Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, if it releases in time. Idaho, Colorado, California, Arkansas, Arizona, Wyoming, Washington, Utah, Texas, Oregon, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and back to Las Vegas. There is a possibility that the Louisiana DLC or Illinois DLC will be released before the end of the challenge. If Louisiana or Illinois is not released by the time you deliver in the state before it, just skip it, move on, and deliver a load to the next state on the list. Optionally, if Louisiana or Illinois is released after you complete the challenge, but before the challenge ends, go back to the state before the new state and take a load to the next state in sequence, which would be Louisiana or Illinois. Yeah, start in Las Vegas and end in Las Vegas. Also, I'll say if you or anyone finds any bugs with the skins, any parts with funky textures and such, please let me know so I can get them fixed. Yes. So, how do you do this? You can use any truck and or trailer that you own, or a shipper provided trailer, or a quick job truck and trailer as you see fit. Follow your GPS routing, the best or shortest setting, but reasonable rerouting due to fueling, repairing, or road closures, detours, etc. is expected. Driving from Oregon to Texas by way of San Diego is not reasonable rerouting. Don't pad your miles. I can tell. A load flagged by TrucksBook or Trucky as race miles voids that leg. Run that leg again before moving on. Once you deliver to a state, you may move around that state however you want to find a load to the next state. You can quick travel to another city within that state, or you can take short loads in state to find the next load. Only the miles associated with the load to the next state in the list will be recorded. The list of states must be completed in the sequence above. You may not use the dispatch feature in TrucksBook, Trucky, or any form of save file manipulation to create your own jobs. You must use game generated or World of Trucks loads, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Miles will be taken from each driver's TrucksBook or Trucky logbook, whichever is less. Race miles during the run voids that leg. That leg must be rerun before moving on. You can check your job report in the VTC job reports channel to see, or just look at your own logbook. Winners criteria. The following drivers will be eligible to participate in a winners convoy to be conducted during a live stream after the completion of this challenge. As you may know from yesterday's live stream, we will be wrapping up the All Europe Challenge by tomorrow. So sometime in the near future in September, we will be holding a winner's convoy. And I believe the criteria for that challenge is the same as this one. Most miles would be the driver who logs the most real miles. That will be one of the winners. Average Joe, the driver whose total real miles is closest to the average of all miles logged by those who complete the challenge. Just a fun extra thing that we threw in. Fewest miles, the driver with the most efficient route planning. Most tonnage hauled, the driver who hauls the most tonnage during this challenge. Most hardcore points, the driver who accumulates the most Trucky hardcore points during this challenge. Eligibility, all Boomers Trucknado Transport VTC members are eligible for this challenge. You must own ATS and all of the current state DLCs. Documentation. Announce each leg of this challenge in the channel created for this event. Be sure to tag myself in your report so your runs will be documented. Do not post any other messages in this channel. Instead, use the VTC chat channel or another relevant channel. That is the rules for the challenge. So I did the first load from Vegas to Nebraska, and I ended up here in Scotts Bluff. So now I have to find a load from Nebraska to the next state in the challenge, which is Montana. So the way that I will start that is I will start by looking on external market using the trailer I have in the city that I'm in. So we'll go there, and I'm looking for anything in Montana. Look, there's a load. I'm inclined to take that. Let me see what else there is. I mean, you can choose, especially if you're chasing after the most miles, you can choose to continue looking and see if you can find something that's even further. Look, I'm not going to find anything under that. Let me check external contracts. If there's any additional options. I bet. Now I'm not limited to the trailer that I have. That's why there's so many more options. Another load to Laurel. That's a cotton harvester. That's pretty heavy. I'm actually more inclined to take that. Get some good hardcore points. There's another one to Laurel. Now I'll have to give up my trailer, but I'm good with that. Okay, I am actually going to do that because I've my truck that I'm driving at the moment. I've got a good, powerful motor and a third axle. So let's go get this from Tyson. Before taking an external contract, your attached trailer must be transported to its garage in Dallas. Yes. Yes. A little bit of this morning's leftover coffee. And I'm out of air. So where am I going? It's right down the street. Yep, Tyson. This is where I delivered earlier today, Smithfield. Willie, is this why you were mentioning Sinclair? You don't see him anymore? Because we just drove by a Sinclair sign? Oh, I think I'll wait. Roan Gaming, welcome to the stream. I think I'm going to go around the building. Ooh, lightning. Yep, this will work out just fine. That is a big load. 70,560 pounds. That's a whole lot of harvester there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Wow, Rowan, I'm glad you like it. Nicholas put a lot of effort into this. Okay, Willie. I did not know that. All right, let's take a look at the map. See what it says for our routing. We're going back on US Highway 26, back to Interstate 25. And then we're going to, at Casper, we're going to get off and take US 2026 and follow that up. We're going to take the scenic route. I would really prefer to go this way, but let's see, 452. But yeah, that adds a lot. So it's just that I don't like taking a triple lowboy on a route like this, but I guess we will. So before we get started, let's do some more shout outs, shall we? JJ Man, 1982, Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for January 2025, and our top Euro truck driver for all of 2023. Omega Trucking, our top ATS driver for January 2024. Nick, David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March 2023. Pugwash, I have a new stone picker's job, just sharing the wall. Thank you, Pugwash. So glad to see you back on the farm yesterday. So I left right after you did. I was wiped out. Troken, Douglas Williams, JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March 2025. Thomas Berger, Doom 3, Matthew Roth, Lee Jenkins, Lee01 Mister, Kazzy 291, Jennifer Roth, and we'll take a break right there and move on to driving, because that's what you guys are here for, right?
Just a couple more minutes and I will be ready.
Billy! 5 gifted memberships of the lucky recipients: Amanda Diaz, Truck Dog Gaming, VXN, Silent Cartographer, Marcus Randolph, I think I can turn out to this other building. Adam says, when I go on I-25 to I-90 in Wyoming, there's one way station that always stops me from continuing. Yeah, we all get that. It's a port of entry, so they pull in most trucks. Charles Hogg, welcome to the adventure. Busy place tonight. Susan, Boomer, I have 2 questions. My first question is, are we allowed to use the server? Of course. Unless the server is down for a special event of some type, and I'll notify everybody, you can always use the server. All right, back to it. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. But I think I can recover. Eugene Kleiss, Brunswick, train fan, farm lover. Oh, that's a lot of videos. That's an awful big name. Good evening, everybody. I'm doing good today. Good deal. Welcome to the stream, Eugene. Okay, I am not set up very well. I gotta take a right turn. And I have made a mess of this. So I think what I will do So I don't want to tie myself up in knots trying to make that turn. I will go back around and do it again.
That is perfectly fine. Adam said, I've got similar beacons you have on the lights, not the main beacons.
Oh, I really want to emphasize, for those of you that don't really have any experience driving a big rig, when you do something like what I did and it turned out to be the wrong choice, rather than twist yourself up in knots to try and make a turn, it's not going to work out very well. Better to go around and do it again.
Susan's second question. Can you please offer advice on how I change the time if I am not in the voice chat but someone else is on the server? What's the best way to handle this?
You can only do it when you're on the server.
Yeah, she's asking if she's not in the voice chat, but someone else is on the server with her. What's the best way to handle doing a time change?
Just do it. Well, first I would say, why aren't you in the voice chat? If someone else is on there, you don't have to be. But changing the time has got nothing to do with the voice chat. It has to do with the server. So if you're in there, and I mean, if you were not driving at that particular moment, you could use the text chat in game. But if that's, if that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, just change the time. The other person will just, they'll just deal. They'll just have to deal with it.
Rich Wolf said, hey, no cheating the miles, boss. Adam says, I'm sure that everyone on the road sees a semi take its time making wide turns because of the trailer length. Magwar said, try one of my double tuck nudge reverse moves if in trouble. And Nicolas says she's probably talking about giving a heads up to the other drivers in there.
Yeah, I get it.
Which she said, no, but I like to warn people.
Yeah. So the only way to really do that effectively, if you are driving, is to be in the voice chat and just let them know. But if you're not in the voice chat, because maybe you're doing something else while you're on the server, just change the time. They're gonna know real quick.
He says, but I can't be in a voice chat like now because I'm watching you.
Right. Okay. Just change the time. The other person in there will just cope.
Who knows if in this hypothetical, if you're talking about like right now, maybe the other person is also listening to the stream. And we'll hear your question and know what you want to do.
Well, another way of saying it, Susan, is that you're the boss and you have the power.
Adam says, when I see a truck make a good turn, I watch for blinkers and truck movements.
That's a good idea.
She says, you're the boss, Boomer. He's got you there.
Well, if you're on the server and you have the power, you're the boss in that moment.
Nicolas says Susan's the queen.
Yeah. Long live the queen. What did Bugwash say?
You'll only blind us for a second or two. What could possibly go wrong in that short time? She responded, that's what I'm worried about, Bugwash.
What's the worst that could happen?
Wheelchair Gamer 05 says, do y'all have any tips for new truckers for ATS when ATS comes to console?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't know anything about console play, but you know, I don't know if you can join the Discord or not. But you could ask questions in the Discord, or you could, and link in the description below, or you could just ask specific questions in the live chat after it comes out and you get it. What is that? Oh, not what I thought. That bird is moving. The seagull. I thought it was something else. It's arts and crafts, though. Huh. Totem pole, cowboy, and a Sasquatch, I think. Never noticed that before. Wheelie Awesome 100, welcome to the adventure. Ooh.
And Wheelchair Gamer says, thanks, nice to meet you. Y'all. Adam says, or on consoles you can not watch YouTube and play ATS or ETS at the same time unless you have the megabits. Zatanna XYT says American Truck Simulator versus Road Kings.
Is that a question or a statement?
looks like a statement.
Yeah, it does. But without context.
Dennis Jones says, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm predicting ATS could come to console at the 10th anniversary.
Interesting. Maybe. Alright, that's hard to do.
Adds, American Truck Simulator is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S.
Hey, let me try that again on a straightaway.
Wheelchair Gamer says, all I know is that it comes, that it's come when it was announced on Xbox Gamecom.
Yep, SES put out a blog post announcement. Last week before. I think last week.
Dennis Jones says Road Kings are the proof that everything can have a rival at some point.
Oh, there's been other things. Alaskan Road Truckers, which is okay, but it doesn't hold a candle to American Truck Simulator, in my opinion. It is a different concept, though.
Saying it's
Different
the gold
approach.
standard.
American Truck is, or SCS games.
Adams says to Dennis, do most consoles have the gigs to capture all the graphics on these games like on PC? Zatanna asked, has anyone played SnowRunner or Roadcraft yet? And I know who can give the answer because he just popped in chat. Yo,
Ducky?
Grandpa Boom Boom.
Oh, Rick Rashid. Yeah, he has. So has Ducky. And a few other folks. I never have.
Yep, he responded, both games are great. Wheelchair Gamer can't wait for Mississippi so he can drive to his state. Or their state. Dennis responded, I know Xbox and PlayStation have the gigs, but I don't know about others. Jamuko says Road Kings may not even be the exact same concept as ATS, just like all other truck games that have been released the last couple of years. Pugwash is wondering how Xbox and the like will be able to install all the mods we use.
Initially, they won't be able to use mods. I'm not sure how that's going to work out long term.
I think we got some fighting words there from Zatanna. Just glad Kenworth and Mac made it to SnowRunner, but not Peterbilt. Glad Wolf isn't here to see that. Wheelchair says, my guess ATS next gen update is for consoles, but I don't know.
No, consoles are still about a year away yet.
Dennis said those two games is the only truck game I haven't played from the 2010s. Nicholas can't imagine how we could get VTT mods to console.
Probably not.
Jordy says, I think Road Kings is story driven. And Pugwa says it's going to restrict console players convoying with us.
Yeah, it will. That's assuming it's even convoy compatible at all. I would think that it would be, though. Because multiplayer is a big part of most games these days.
Oh, Zatanna, you got to Rashid. He says, what you mean Peterbilt? Dennis doesn't see that happening anytime soon, but you can get DLCs. Oh, this is going fast. Nicholas says, I think most modern games allow crossplay, so ETS and ATS probably will too.
I would think so.
Says the only feasible way to get mods in consoles would be if SCS puts together like Mod Hub and Farming Sim series. Otherwise, mods may not be even a thing for Xbox and PlayStation.
Could be.
Zatanna said Kenworth W990, the 963, C500, and T880 are ones they own in SnowRunner, sorry. To which Rashid says they suck. Wheelchair Gamer says probably no mods are cross-platform. Well, we'll see next year.
Well, apparently that's what SES said during the live stream. I didn't watch it. But I believe Pilot did.
Adam said also consoles might be set up with steering wheel and pedals with most of the truck setup. Not sure how that's going to work. Amanda Diaz 2003 says Kenworth is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dennis says it can happen because it works with Truck Driver. Rashid says, guess what I found? CLT 9000 cab over board for ATS, and it's free and looks awesome. Wheelchair Gamer, if you're asking what gear Boomer is using with that question, Boomer, what do you say to that?
What?
Wheelchair Gamer says, what gear is he using?
What gear? You mean my driving gear? It's all in the description below. Be sure to use my links if you want to support the channel.
Lobo responds to Adam, the G929 I have for PlayStation. They make one for Xbox also. People will probably be able to use those. Tana says Kenworth C500 does good with 51-inch tires on SnowRunner. And Adam said, I think there's a way to add a Kenworth in Grand Theft Auto 5. Ask Jeff F. And the rest is Nightbot vomiting all over the chat.
Well, I guess this isn't so bad so far, going this way.
In GTA 5 does not match the one in ATS just by looks on the outside and inside. Wheelchair Gaming says, having a safe trip, I'm heading to sleep.
Okay, thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out the door if you didn't already.
Adam's wondering if Lobo has a truck set up for PlayStation. Dennis says, I can sense Peterbilt 579 Next Gen gets released before Mac Pioneer because it's my favorite and I see myself driving one of them someday. Pugwash is sinking fast. Sorry, I'll see you later in this convoy.
Alright, Pugwash. And yes, we have a convoy in the Discord tomorrow, Euro Truck.
Adam responds to Dennis, same for me too. Always waiting for the new Peterbilt and Mac Pioneer. Loba responded, nope, I set up for PC. I don't console game. Well, we learned something new. Have you been through those tunnels in real life?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've not been this way in real life.
Oh.
That I recall, anyway. I always took the interstate.
I'm wondering why they wouldn't smooth out them walls some.
I've been through tunnels tighter than that in real life. I've even got some on video. Washington State along the Colorado or Columbia River. They were so narrow. Well, they weren't rough rock like that, but they were so narrow and so low on the edges. I had to drive down the center when I went through them, just like I did now. But I have been through at least one tunnel like that we just passed through in Washington. It's modeled in the game, and I've got video of it from my real life driving.
Rashid says with the CLT 9000 can now do a blue mule paint job from White Line Fever. The movie, he adds. Ryan M says, hi, kitty.
Say hi, kitty.
Or Rashid did for him. Says, meow. Nicolas says, we already have a Blue Mule custom skin. She responds back, not for the CLT 9000, we don't. And Nicholas says, well, no. Adam says, have you made a delivery with a tight deadline or no? I'm doing a fast one, less than 5 hours in ETS.
I've done a lot of deliveries with tight deadlines in real life. I've delivered fish, fresh fish, catfish from Catfish Farms in Mississippi. Processed, and that's where I picked it up. Then I had to deliver it in just hours.
Ryan's wondering, do people talk a lot of BS on the CD?
Yeah, which is why I always had mine turned off. Not just BS, but a lot of back and forth name calling and just smack talking. I had no patience for it. It was all pointless. You ever see one of those videos of two cats that are squaring off face to face against one another, and then somebody puts something, or even a dog, and somebody puts something in between them and they stop? Well, that would be the cats. And then when you pick it back up, they start squealing at one another again. In the case of the dogs, they'd be barking at one another through a gate. Then when you open the gate, they stop. It's kind of like what it is with some of these truckers, except I think they'd actually come to blows. It's just childish.
I removed the comment, but I will modify what it said. It says, Breaker 19, I gotta empty the pee jug.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep it kind of clean.
Muscle Mustang GT500 says hi.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Adam said fish does go bad after a few hours.
Yes, it does. Starts smelling like stinky fish.
We always knew there was something fishy about you, but now we know why. What game are you playing? Says Muscle Mustang.
Me?
Yes.
American Truck Simulator.
Ryan M asks, how do you take your coffee? Black, no sugar?
Black. Hot water.
Mustang says that's funny because I drink my coffee solid black.
I like coffee flavored coffee.
Ryan
Blacker
says,
the better.
What city has the worst traffic?
LA, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., Baltimore. You name a major city, and that's going to be on the list.
He takes it black with too sweet and low.
Nah, ish.
Nicolas says you probably like it hot too, am I right?
Yeah.
Ryan says, my God, LA traffic. Anna says, for me, black with milk or just a latte.
I can do a latte, but, you know, not very often.
Willie says, black and sweet. Also, Mustang says, I don't use no sugar, just saw it black coffee with no sugar. Adam uses milk, no sugar. Ryan says, spilling coffee is like a kid dropping an ice cream cone.
Yeah, it's a sad event. Oh, I gotta go in. Speaking of sad events.
Shorty says, old Nightbot is still mad at Pugwash for posting emojis. Ryan says, is that a train or some guy with train horns on his rig?
Train. That's me.
Adam says, when I hear a train horn, I need to know where the tracks are.
Well, I could tell that they were behind me when I was pulling up to that stop sign. I mean, I could hear the localization in the game.
Carlos Gill says, doesn't it make a truck driver nervous to drive with such long and large loads?
Not really. I mean, I didn't pull anything like this when I was over the road, but it wouldn't have bothered me. I mean, I was thinking this was a triple low boy. It's not. It's just more complex. And you gotta be more mindful of your turns. And like when I was trying to get out of the shipper, and I realized I went the wrong way, I went back around again just to avoid tying myself up in knots. So it's just a matter of thinking it through, working with the available space that you have. Understanding the limitations of your equipment or yourself. Oh, yeah, we're almost out of clock time. There's that first yawn. Yeah, these things always take longer than you think. And this is a World of Trucks load. It's got an hour on it. Wow, which is plenty of time. We're just right down the road.
The last thing you heard me read, because I just realized I was on mute because you started talking over me.
I don't remember. I don't know. Might be up a ways.
I know you answered Carlos. Did you hear me talk about Ryan with the train horn?
I remember something about the train horn.
Think that a locomotive had crashed into his room?
No.
Oh. Yeah. As a little kid, he always thought, upon hearing a train horn, that a locomotive would crash into his room.
Yeah, the last thing I remember was Carlos' comment about making a driver nervous to drive with such a long and large load. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. The biggest deal with anything like this, especially a wide load, is dealing with four-wheelers. They don't understand how trucks work. They think that you can stop on a dime or do the same kind of things that they do. Just realized that this guy's letting me in. Thank you.
Also, Mustang was said, "That's how I like my coffee. I love it like that, and will continue to drink my coffee black because I love it."
That's how I feel about it. Move it.
And Ryan asks, favorite truck stop?
One at the end of a long day when I need a place to park that has parking. That would be my favorite truck stop. I like going to Iowa 80. Both of them. Okay, you guys need to move.
Nicolas says, thank him by sideswiping him.
Tempting.
And Ryan admonishes no texting and driving.
I'm just wondering if I have enough room to go up on the sidewalk.
Ryan says, ooh, KFC.
Yeah. I like chicken.
And this reminds me of a short that I had seen earlier of a pickup truck that had been stopped at a stoplight for 3 cycles. Truck driver got impatient and just pushed the truck out of the way. Have to try that sometime. Nicolas says you can go in dev cam and fly far away and they will despawn.
I can just go kill traffic. No, I can't do that. I can save and come back in because this is I don't want to lose my hardcore score.
Carlos says, can that move be done in real life? What move is that?
Drive up on the sidewalk. I've done it. It's not ideal.
Right. Ryan said those drivers might be dead.
Not my problem. I got a delivery to do. Yeah, I don't think they're dead. They're just sitting there having an accident. Calling. One of them's calling their cops. The other one's calling their dad. The other one, or the insurance company, or.
Willie said, knock him out of the box.
I don't want to set a bad example now.
Nicolas says, flying.
And I don't want to lose my hardcore score.
Nicolas said, flying away to despawn traffic does not kill your hardcore run. You don't teleport, you only fly far away and then go back to your truck.
Oh, I see what you mean. Never thought about that. But doesn't the traffic stay there? Because the traffic basically stays with your truck, right? Because in order to, because when you fly away, wherever you're at, away from your truck, there's no traffic. It's once you get a certain distance.
Says, no, the traffic follows your camera.
I will have to play with that.
Ryan wonders, best sunglasses for a trucker, aviators or wayfarers?
I don't know. I wear regular glasses, so I just have some glasses that fit over these. I'd say it's a personal preference thing, whatever works.
Nicolas says, I've done it plenty of times.
Let's see, where is there a place to get a sleep trigger? Oh, wow, I got it out here. Well, maybe I'll quick travel somewhere like the Billings. First, I need to come out of this screen. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick travel. I need to get somewhere with a sleep trigger. I hope there's a sleep trigger at this place. Sometimes there's not. Yes. Have any damage? Nope. Ah, we made it. So we got new truck skins for the VTC folks, and the All States Challenge. I know a lot of the guys have been waiting for this to launch, and here we are. So, oh, what's up here? Should go to that sometime. I don't know what's there, but I should go there. So that was for me the second leg. The next leg in this run will be. I got my text thing here in front of me. See, I've done Vegas to Nebraska, Nebraska to Montana. Now it's Montana to Missouri. So, Montana to Missouri. That'll be a longer one, for sure. Sleep. Thank you, Charles. I know you did, Willie. I already recorded it and gave you a green check mark. So Charles, yeah, we just rolled these out, issued them to all of our VTC members who have gone through their probationary period. So everybody's got this. The blue area on the truck can be changed to whatever color you like. So that's going to do it. Thank you so much for being here. Did I sleep yet? I did. So let me get out of that screen so I don't waste any more clock time. So I'll be looking for a load to Missouri next. Not tonight. I still got to finish the Euro Truck Challenge. I've got 2 more runs to do, at least 2 more to do, and I've got to get it done before this time tomorrow. So thanks again for being here. Thanks for the gifted memberships. I think we did that, didn't we? I don't even remember. It's been a long day. I need a nap. Thanks again, and kudos to Nicolas for doing such a great job with the new skins. Thanks to Lurch for reading the chat in between bites. And that'll be it until next weekend. Remember, for those who are in the Discord, we have a Euro Truck Convoy tomorrow. I have no idea how many people have signed up for it, but that should be interesting as usual. All right. See you next time. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's what Adam said. See ya.